Hi folks, this is Perry again from PatriotSpace.com. Wanted to give you a kind of a quick glance at what we got going here in our garden, how well it's developing this week. Try to give like a weekly report. These are all sunflowers here. And pumpkins. And down there is some Hubbard squash that's just now coming on. We've been harvesting a lot of zucchini and yellow squash this past week. In fact, we just got done bagging a bunch and freezing them up. But we got a little Hubbard squash down in there. It's just starting. These are the winter squash. Yeah, you can see that all right. And we have the crooked neck yellow ones over here on this end. Zucchini. A lot of zucchini coming on. There's one. Right there in the center. Look at that. Got a lot of blooms. Got a lot of squash this year. It was a good year for squash. Cucumbers. They're just now getting going good. But they're already flowering too. So we should have some pickles before too long. We got some more zucchini underneath there. Pumpkins starting. We'll have some pumpkins for the kids for Halloween. Got a new batch of radishes. I just threw the seeds in here this time. Didn't bother with even a row. And they're coming up good. And I think we finally got our ants under control too. There's a lot less of them. They sure raised a lot of problems with our radishes, our turnips, a lot of our root stuff they bored into before we had a chance to really make sure that they weren't getting into the meat of the vegetable. We got a lot of peppers coming on. See some peppers there. And our potatoes. Potatoes have just gone nuts this year. There's my pooch, Rosie. Our jalapenos are flowering. They're just now starting to come on. There's one there. Kind of late in the evening here now. It's about 7:30. So we got some long shadows being cast, but I think all in all we've done real well this year for the first year garden. There are turnips here. I did take some out of there again yesterday. Carrots will be ready here before too long. So will the garlic and onions. That purple cabbage is just, boy, it's really coming up good. Making some nice heads. We'll have all kinds of cabbage this year, it looks like. Yeah. Make some kraut. That's some yellow squash there. Got quite a few of them coming up. It'll be ready in a few days. Here's several in there. Got a bunch of them down in there. Got more pepper plants and tomato plants in here. These are zucchini. I took some out of here again today, but they grow so fast. There's some down in there you can see. Right there's one. And there's one. Let's see if we can find him there. There he is. Got some snow peas. Need to get some of those harvested tomorrow. There's a lot of them on there. Before they start filling up with peas in the inside, with snap peas. We got green beans. These are the yellow wax beans. Looks like they might have to be picked again tomorrow. These are regular green beans here. Just thought I'd also try out this new camera. We're gonna do a lot more of these things to see if we can get some folks interested in doing some food prep storage. But it's been fun this summer too, just to get everything restarted over again. It's been so many years. The grapes are going crazy. I gotta get that new arbor. And we decided to buy a bunch of meat instead of getting the rest of the supplies for making those. We got some strawberries there. There's some nice little strawberries down there. There's a few. We generally get maybe a handful or so a day. And our topsy-turvies. Got a lot of little green ones coming on. Tomatoes there. We'll see what happens with these guys. I don't know why we've had such a hard time with tomatoes this year. But, and as we pass the greenhouse, got some more tomatoes in there. Got some corn just in a bucket. So you guys can grow corn, okay? And it's starting. To make heads on it here so it'll start making some corn. Basil. More plum trees. We got some, let's say, a blueberry, marionberry, peppers. The first two raised boxes are for raised garden beds are doing pretty good. You got some, I believe that's broccoli there. We got dill, so we can do our pickles. And we've almost got our herb box full. We got chives and everything in here. We gave everything pretty much a haircut. We're doing a lot of drying right now of herbs. And also spearmint. Wintertime I take those and make tea. Those if you like herbal teas. And I thought I'd just show you what's on the spit for dinner tonight. Earlier on a different video I showed how to cut up chickens and whatnot, and guess what we got? Besides a face full of smoke, but chicken. And a chunk of pork that I'm going to smoke up and use for my split pea soup. And we have, I got some barley. But there's no heat cooking this chicken under it. That's why it's not all black. Okay? The heat source is right there. I've combined that with charcoal and alder wood. I went out and cut a little, or this is maple, I'm sorry. Cut a couple of limbs off of a maple tree and put that on top of the coals, and it makes a real good smoke. Plus, when it dries down enough, it makes enough of a fire to keep everything nice and hot in there, which I usually try to keep it right around about 200 degrees, 225. So, there you go, folks. Be back later for the next video. Remember, come to patriotspace.com for your gardening and curing information on meats, how to raise chickens, just about anything in the realm of food. If we can answer your questions, we will do so. Thanks. Talk to you again soon. Bye for now.